Hey Ryan, it's time to work on the Trainboard.
Don't you know what time it is?
No, Ryan, what time is it?
It's time to check trains.com. That's trains with a Z. All right, so we're at the computer now, and we're on trains.com, trains with a Z. And as you can see here, this is the home page. And I just wanted to real quick give you guys a little tip. If you're like us and you belong to Trains' private car, which we're gonna explain what that is in a minute. If you go to the rewards and then you click on exclusive preview items, these are the newest items that are in exclusive preview for 7 days. And for those 7 days, only private car members can buy them. So when you click on it and it takes you to the exclusive preview item screen, what I like to do is I like to put it on 200 products and sort by new to old. And then if you're like us and you do O gauge, you come down here to train scale and you click on O gauge. And then you come down to era and you click modern. And now that eliminates all the HO, all the post-war, all the other stuff if you're like us and you only do O gauge. And then you can just go through and look, and because you sorted it by new to old, this is the newest stuff. And if you remember what they had the previous day, now Trains only updates their private car Monday through Friday. They don't update it on Saturdays and Sundays. And if you remember, like I do, this K-line set of 4 PRR Brunswick 15-inch cars, that was the first item that was up yesterday when I checked. So what I have to do, if you check every day, you just have to remember, okay, as soon as I get to those cars, that's the new stuff for today. And then you're done looking. And then what I like to do is anything that I'm interested in, that I like, that I think maybe someday, or if I just want to remember like what the price is and watch the price fluctuate, you just add it to your wish list. And we love the wish list feature. If you come up here to the top right, you click your wish list, you can enable email alerts, and email alerts will give you 2 things. So I have here a sample email. It's from November 23rd. They don't send it every day, which is, I guess, kind of good because it doesn't, fill up your inbox. There's 2 types. There's price dropped, which is in the red, and then there's recently listed, which is in the blue. And those are the newly listed items, and then obviously
That are on his wish list. Right?
Yeah.
That are on your wish list. So it's not all the new items.
So this
anything that's on your wish list from whatever reason, if the price dropped or it changed or added, if they added something that wasn't in inventory and it's on your wish list, but it was sold out previously, it's still on your wish list, right? It's showing it's sold out, right?
Yes.
And say they added it last night, it'll give you an update, a hint that it appeared, right? And it's what, by email?
Yes.
Yeah, now I tend to keep a short wish list, maybe 40 items at most, of things I really was interested in. Ryan keeps it. He's over 200 items now, right?
600.
600 items, so probably a lot of those are out of stock.
Yeah, we'll go through it eventually one day, but
yeah, but I don't do that. I like to keep like 40, maybe 100 at most, and I wouldn't look at it. He looks at it almost every day. I don't. I look
check
at
it Monday through Friday at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, I like to check it once in a while, maybe once a week.
If I see something that I like and I think, ooh, I want to remember that, I add it to the wish list, because I can always go back and look at the wish list and see things that I might have forgot I added, but it's a good thing I added them because now you remember they exist.
Yeah. Can you could sort the wish list if it's in stock, right?
You can sort it by newest, in stock,
high to low, low to high, and name. Yeah.
The one other trick I wanted to show you guys is if you have something on your wish list or that's on trains.com and it's out of stock.
Even though once it's sold out on Trains, they take away the price listing. So you know it was sold out, but you don't know what it's sold at, right?
Oh, here you go. Here's a perfect example. So I love this Denver Rio Grande and Western 19th Century 280, and MTH only made it once with P2 as far as I know. So
yeah, now see here, it just says sold out. It doesn't show a price that that it originally listed at.
So you highlight it, right click, search Google, and it's the first link, and it actually shows that it sold for $700. That was the price that it was at when it was in stock.
And it's sold.
Yeah, because it's out of stock now.
Yeah.
So
and it has a picture of it too.
Yeah.
A bigger picture.
So it's worth trying that just to see, because you never know. It might
well, if you're not, I use it because if I'm not aware of what the price
what it's going for,
then that tells me, well, that engine went for $700 on Train. So it gives me a ballpark number.
Right.
So if I want to wait and hopefully it's on Trains again, that might be close to what it's going to sell at, right? It depends on how long ago that's
if they get another one, it's likely going to be around.
It's going to likely start around that price. So that's what I tend to use it for. Or that'll tell me that if I see it at a train show, it was on Trains used or new.
That's the other thing.
For $6.99. So that tells me if I'm going to the Greenberg Edison train show and I'm interested in that engine and it's on my list of my 3 things I'm looking for, then if I see it for less than $700, I know that's a pretty good price because Train sold it for $700 used.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And the other thing that I like to do, keeping items on your wish list, if you're at a train show, you can pull up the wish list on your phone, sort it by in stock, and search you can actually search the wish list and pull up an item that you see at the show and compare the price. So it's really good
to tell you whether it's a good ballpark.
Right.
Now let's explain what private car is.
Okay, you want to do this part?
Yeah. Now private car, it's sort of like you join membership, and it's $10.95 a month. Yeah, like it says, and they call it a premium membership. And what it allows you to do is, as soon as the item is listed on Trains, you can see it and you can buy it. But the people that don't have a membership, that don't pay that $10.95 a month, they can see it, but they can't buy it. So it's a pretty big advantage because you get to see it as soon as in the first day that it's listed, and you can buy it then.
Right.
And then after 7 days, if nobody in the private car membership buys it, then it opens up to anybody could buy it. Mm-hmm. So that's the biggest advantage that I like, for things.
Hard to find.
If there's something that you want for a while, say it's been on your wish list for a year and you never saw it, it'll tell you it's listed and you can go. The other thing is
you can pay yearly also, just so you guys know.
Well, it's a little bit cheaper, $109. So the other thing is you can normally you get 1 point for every dollar you spend as sort of like to points to use to make your price less on Trains. And if you're a member of this, I think you get 5 points for every dollar you spend. And instead of 30-day return, you get a 60-day window of returning.
No questions asked.
So if you're on vacation or something and you can't return it right away, it's a little bit longer, and it's a no questions asked return policy. I don't honestly remember because we haven't really returned many things.
We haven't had to.
So I don't remember if they pay shipping back. I think if it's something immediately obvious like that they just missed, they'll pay it back. But shipping is usually not that. It's not extravagant, because we're using their special rates. What else? Is there anything else? That's the advantage of private car, and it's like $11 a month, so it's not bad. What else?
Cheaper than Netflix.
So we did wish lists. We talked about you get the
private
reward points to use. The other thing Trains does is almost every holiday lately they've had special sales.
Oh, they always have sales. Yeah.
On holidays, like Veterans Day or Halloween or Christmas.
Just about everyone.
And usually, a lot of times, it's like if you spend a certain amount, it's you spend $500, it's free shipping all the time.
All the time.
But during holidays, sometimes they have free shipping over $100,
right?
Or they'll have 15% off a selected number of things,
right?
Or 10% off.
Like Memorial Day, they'll do Army sale on Army
or
stuff.
Sometimes they'll have special items on sale. So sometimes it's pretty good if we've done this before, where should we buy it before a holiday coming up because we know we can get it, or should we wait 6 days and the price will probably be 15% less? But if it's something we've been looking for a year, in those 6 days before the holiday, somebody can buy it.
Right.
So is it worth it for you to buy it now, or is it worth it to wait and save the 10 or 15% or 5%, whatever it's going to be, you know? So that's the other thing. So it's pretty good. Trains.
It's a very good service.
We've had good luck with it
service.
because I think they do sell new stuff, right?
Yeah,
Some
they
new
don't really sell stuff that's
but I don't really buy new from them ever. I always buy the used stuff. I like to buy the stuff that's pretty discounted, although I stay away from if it's got a lot of, because they'll tell you generally damage. I really look closely because I'm literally fearful that I may not see damage that they either mention or not, you know. But they're pretty good about saying that, you know, the rails are bent or it's got a scratch. So it just makes me look pretty close. And if you click on the pictures, you can expand them and you can see you can make it large and you can look at the different things like there. You look at the coal tender pretty close, you know, you can see the box is a little beat up there from shelf worn. So I like it because you could look at it, you know, and it gives you a little description and they'll tell you what shipping is. Anything else?
No, that's it. Now so we have one more surprise for you guys, and we're gonna go down to our new set to tell you about that.
Okay.
All right?
Yep.
All right, we'll see you there.
All right, and so that concludes our video on trains.com. That's trains with a Z. And the final surprise is we are officially Trains affiliates. So now we have our own code that you guys can use to not only support us, but also help you save some money. So from now on at checkout, use code Trainboard. And once you've used our code, we also have a link, a Trains affiliate link, that if you continue to use that link when you shop, you'll also be supporting the channel. So we really appreciate if you'd use our code and if you use our link. We're very, very happy and very proud to be Trains affiliates. Trains with a Z is my favorite place to buy pre-owned trains. So I'm extra happy about this, and I just want to give a big thank you to Scott and everybody at the Trains family. So
yep, nice to be part of the Trains family.
Yeah, and before I forget, there's also a bunch of other codes that you can use once you've used ours. There's tons. I'll put them up on the screen now so you guys can write them down, pause it and write them down. So that way you support everybody in the YouTube model train hobby and you save yourself some money.
Take care.
All right, this has been Gary and Ryan from the Trainboard. See you next time. And if you've already used our code, which, I mean, you couldn't have already used it, but once you are, all right, let me, what? Hold on. All right.
Wow.
Hold on. All right.